In this session, I'm going to show you an example where we can use a data validation list and the function for indirect. What we're trying to achieve here is that if we choose a country, either Australia or Chile, then in the city will display the relating information. So in other words, if we choose Australia, we want to be able to see New South Wales, Queensland or Victoria. But if we choose the country of Chile, then we want to be able to see the corresponding countries for Chile. So when we click in here, we will now be able to see these two here. Now, how this is achieved is the value that is entered in the drop down here is actually a range name. So in country here, when we highlight these cells, they are actually given a range name of country. In here, this range of cells are given a range name called Australia, and these are the range name of Chile. So when we click in this cell here and we do our data validation, we make it into a list and we ask it to use the range name for country, which represents this range of cells here. So this list is going to display values from this range here. This cell here is going to also be a list, but it's going to reflect information stored in cell A10. So we're using the function for indirect, which will show us the return value of cell A10, which is in fact a range name called Australia, if we choose Australia, and Chile, if it's the choice of Chile in here. So now when we choose Australia, the indirect function is actually pointing to the value that's in here, which is the word Australia, which is in fact the range name, which is in fact what is in the data validation list, is really pointing to the range name Australia, because that is the result of the indirect function here, telling us what is stored in cell A10. So if I select Chile, it's in fact saying indirect, the result pointing to cell A10 is in fact the word Chile. So realistically in the data validation list, it's saying equals Chile. Hope that's been helpful to you. Thank you for joining.